your dreams.
Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to another Wuthering Waves video. And no, I don't regret pulling Yinlin, but I will do a first impression video on her in today's video. By the way, if you happen to like this video, just leave a like and subscribe. So I managed to capture Yinlin and her weapon, and my build for her currently right now is still incomplete. I'm basically still in the mid game, slowly fading into end game. I'm only like Union level 37. I haven't really been try-harding for echoes because I don't really see the point in doing that right now, when I think the more important things are character ascension, skills, weapon levels. So when it comes to echoes, I basically just gave her whatever the game gave me. Nothing has been tuned for her echoes, and I'm not gonna really be try-harding on echoes until I'm actually like at the very end game. I am using her as a main DPS because I don't have Kalcharo and I don't feel like building Yuanhu. So I only have her basic attacks, her intro skill, and her forte leveled. Her elemental skill, or her skill and her ult, are not leveled. Her main DPS capabilities are there. Because of her, I have managed to get more stars in the tower adversity, since I do have another main DPS now. I would have had a much easier time if I was like at least level 70, but it is what it is. The team I had with her was just a low cost team. I had Baiji because she's hot and she's also one of your only healers, and Yang Yang was there because I basically already had her leveled. Sanhua or Verna would have been much better options, but since I already used them on another team, I couldn't really use them on the second team for the Tower of Adversity. I don't think this game at the moment has that many general buffers, right? We got Sanhua who buffs basic attacks and Verna basically buffs attack. There are other characters in the game that can do buffs. Like I know Alto can buff arrow damage, and I think there's like another character that can buff fusion damage. Anyways, I think Yinlin would be better suited as a sub DPS. If you want a main DPS with her, I mean, you can, it's your choice. In my opinion, I do think she's kind of boring to play as a main DPS. I don't regret pulling her though, because for one, she is pretty hot, and because of her, I managed to get more stars in Tower Adversity, and I'd rather use her than the Lion Twink boy. That will forever stay at level 1. I refuse to use him, but if you want to use him, you can go ahead. I also definitely don't regret pulling her weapon. Her weapon was definitely the best choice to pull for, because since I use Encore on one team and Yinlin on the other, I can basically switch the weapon between these two characters. Anyways, if you want a main DPS Kalcharo or Yuanhu, I do think Yinlin is a pretty much a must pull. If you're looking for a generic sub DPS, she's also a pretty good option for that. Her off-field capabilities are off the charts, especially if you can manage to snag her weapon. But honestly, if you want to buff Kalcharo, I do think she definitely is a must pull. Keep in mind that if Kuro Games does decide to add a main DPS Electro, then Kalcharo will most likely get power corrupt. When it comes to rectifiers, there really isn't that many good options. I don't think Yinlin is low cost friendly or free to play friendly. The best rectifiers in the game are 4-star rectifiers. One of them is a battle pass exclusive. The battle pass weapon basically gives her free crit rate, and the Jinzo Keeper, a 4-star weapon that you need to get from the gacha, basically increases her attack whenever she uses her intro skill. Those two rectifiers are very good, and if you don't have those, I don't think Yinlin would be worth pulling for, because other rectifiers in the game are just pure trash. They're very bad, kind of just like with the catalysts in Genshin Impact. There's really not that many catalysts, just like how there's not that many good rectifying weapons. The only other sub DPS that I could probably compare Yinlin with is probably Verena. Verena can do some off-field stuff from her ultimate. Whenever you use Verena's ult and switch her out, the next character that switches in, whenever they deal attack, Verena will deal a coordinated attack that deals spectro damage for a few seconds. Now, I do think Yinlin is much better as a sub DPS, partially because Verena is mostly only useful for her attack buff and healing. Not to mention, in order to use Yinlin's sub DPS capabilities, all you gotta do is just fill up her forte meter, do a heavy attack, and that's basically it. For Verina's case, you have to build her with a lot of energy recharge, use her burst, and then switch her out in order to use Verina's off-field capabilities. I don't think there are any other 5 stars currently at the moment that do have off-field capabilities. I don't know, I could be wrong. When it comes to 4 stars that have off-field capabilities, I think Mortefe can deal fusion damage off-field if he uses burst. I don't know how strong Mortefe is because I don't have him built. I've read that he's kind of similar to Xingqiu from Genshin Impact. If that's really the case, then Mortefe does sound pretty busted, especially if you do get more dupes of him, if he really is like the fusion pyro Xingqiu. When you get 6 dupes of him, whenever he uses his ultimate, he will boost your party's attack. So at max dupes, he would be a better generic off-fielder than Yinlin, but Yinlin is a better off-fielder for Electro teams. TLDR, if you want to main Electro, I think she's a must pull. If you're looking for another sub DPS character, she could be pretty good at that. That's all I pretty much have to say about Yinlin. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Did you guys pull her? What do you guys think of her? Let me know in the comments, and I will see you guys later.
Bye bye now. Come again soon.